In this coaching conversation, my client confronts her fear of visibility and judgment, which has kept her stuck in her professional life. She uncovers a deep-seated belief of "I'm not good enough," rooted in childhood criticism. By reclaiming this space as a space of playful experimentation, she transforms shame into freedom. By embracing the polarity of "I'm powerful and resourceful," she realizes that professionalism isn't a prerequisite for her worth.
A feeling of stuckness. And it is a stuckness, a feeling of not moving forward with my work. It feels like I'm kind of like turning in circles or have moments of impulse of moving forward, and then it slows and I just stay where I am. And it feels like it's something connected to maybe a fear, maybe a not knowing, maybe a lack of clarity. And I don't know what it is. I have explored in different ways and done this and that, and it feels like every time when I think like now and I don't move, and it's
Mhm.
fascinating in a way, but yeah.
So, in an ideal world, what would you like to have happen?
Mm. Mm. I think I feel like a what comes to my mind is like a river, like something that moves and find ways and flows into um, or brings water to a bigger body of water. I don't know. That is a metaphor, something that appears in front of my eyes.
Mhm.
Mm,
Like a river that flows and that brings this body of water in front of a bigger body of water.
mm, mm.
What is it that you do professionally?
Um, I work in different areas. Also I'm coming from cultural research and strategy. Um, and I'm working in futures and trends, but I'm also facilitating and working in process design. So a lot of different things. And that is also, um, I'm learning to see it as a strength, but it is still feels kind of a lack of focus or being for other people being able to put me into some kind of draw to,
Blocks. Yeah.
yeah, exactly, to fit this kind of like I don't fit in. I bring so much that it doesn't work in like specialities. And as I am in different areas of work, my attention also flows into different
Mhm.
channels, and there's not just one way. And my mode of working also, which is very interesting, is I have been working freelance on based on projects that was brought in by others, and I've never been a entrepreneur like somebody that works as a yeah as an entrepreneur, like building something on my own.
Mhm.
Yeah. Mhm.
So when we take everything that you've just shared, right? So on the one hand, you have this image of something isn't fully flowing, and you have this longing
Mhm.
for, this body of water that somehow joins. a bigger body of water, and you shared about the details of your work.
Mhm.
What is not happening right now that you think needs to happen? Because earlier you said, then I'm ready, and somehow then I stop. I don't do the thing. What is the thing?
Mm. It feels like uh, having the courage to go out there with a offer on my own or move into a direction with an offering together with others. And um, it feels like a mixture of courage and commitment that is lacking.
Mhm. And just so that I understand where you are in your own process, do you have clarity about what it is that you would be offering by yourself and or together in conjunction with somebody else, or is that the next step to figure that out?
Um, that is a next step, but there is like bits and pieces, like little elements that are lying around, and that would be okay to experiment with and
Mhm.
to just go for. Hmm.
So, let's you witnessed the process I did before, right? So you
Hmm.
can we can play together. Like we'll just see if we find something where suddenly we land in front of a door and go, oh, that's interesting. Something happened. Yeah.
Okay.
And your
Hmm.
biggest source of information really is your body, because if we find the right door, your body will have a response.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what is blocking you from your perspective right now to take this next step? What is the courage thing that you talked about? Like what is the courage about?
Mm, it, what comes to mind, what comes up is like a vulnerability to becoming visible and
Mhm.
to fail. That is what kind of feels like holding me back.
Mhm.
Mm.
And I'm noticing you keep your eyes closed quite a
Mm.
bit. So let's start there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Try to keep them open, and
Okay.
we'll see how it feels for you to be seen.
Mm. Hmm. Okay.
So what does it feel like when you say, I am seen, I'm visible?
Very uncomfortable. Um, I get a very strange feeling in my stomach, and yeah, I basically want to turn around and leave. Mm.
Okay. So what I would invite you to do is feel what you're feeling in your stomach. Yeah. And I'm going to ask you to stay in this discomfort and keep your eyes
Mhm.
open. You don't need to always look at me. If, it's perfectly
Mhm.
fine if you also look somewhere else, but to stay
Yeah.
connected
Yeah.
while we're exploring this space.
Hmm.
Yeah. So feel your tummy. Yeah. Okay. And now we're just going to test something. You say again, I'm visible and I'm seen. And then I will ask you a question.
Hmm. I am visible. I am seen.
Is there something that would be worse than that?
Mm. Nothing comes to mind.
So this is already the deepest point of discomfort, basically.
Um, yes, I think, uh, yeah, together with kind of this like potential judgment from outside, like voices or somebody that makes a judgment about anything. Yeah.
What's the worst judgment somebody could have when they see you?
Mm, potentially, um, making fun or thinking it's not credible or not like um, yeah, interestingly done with care comes to my
Mhm.
comes to
So
my
that it was careless what you did.
careless, yeah. Mm.
Your native tongue is German?
German.
Mhm.
Mm.
Would it be in German?
Ähm, so ohne, jetzt will ich sagen Achtsamkeit, aber das trifft es eigentlich, glaube ich, nicht ganz. Ähm, äh,
Unachtsam.
oder
Mhm.
nicht fundiert, kommt mir eigentlich so. Mhm,
Mhm.
genau.
So it's nearly in a direction of not being founded in professionalism, and
Yes. Mhm.
unprofessional would be a
Unprofessional, potentially, yeah.
okay. So let's just test, and again, as we did in before, you just notice which one has a stronger ping in your system. Yeah.
Mhm.
So say I am unprofessional.
I am unprofessional.
Just notice how that feels. And
Mm.
then say I'm visible and I am seen.
Mm. I am visible, I am seen. That feels now almost relaxing, and unprofessional goes really like deep into the belly, like a feeling of almost physical, like feeling physically bad, like nauseous. Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
So notice that and be very, very tender with it. Yeah.
Mhm.
So whatever the story or the stories are that is connected to that, and some of them you may know, and some of them are maybe not so present right now, but there's a reason for this feeling.
Mm.
Yeah. Being seen, being judged,
Mm.
and being made, yeah, feeling a certain way as a result.
Mm.
Yeah. So you just notice all of that in your system.
Mm.
Try to stay open eye with your eyes open.
Mm.
Okay. What was the judgment when you were much younger? Because you didn't have the word unprofessional then.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, something like this is not uh, it's like not good enough. There's a sentence of not good enough. May have been from my parents, but also from a teacher, for example, in writing, which I loved very much. And my German teacher said, "Yeah, no, this is never going to be good enough for
Mhm.
anything." Yeah.
All right. Well, then let's go with that. Yeah.
Mhm.
The gifts of the past, they're plentiful.
They are plentiful. Yeah, yeah.
Plentiful.
Mhm.
All right. So let's make some space for I'm not good enough.
Mm. Mm.
What do you notice in your body when you say I'm not good enough?
I just say it loud and see how it feels. I am not good enough. Yeah, it's interesting. It really goes always down deep in the belly, in the stomach region, and has a sadness,
Mhm.
like yeah, like sad, like a little bit of despair, maybe also.
To
Mm.
feel that.
Mm.
How old is that version of you? Felt so strongly, I'm not good enough.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know. Uh, there's like different age versions between uh, Yeah. Mhm. Probably school age, like already like hmm, maybe 8,
Mhm.
9.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Let me just test one small thing. When you were made to feel I'm not good enough, did you feel stupid?
Mm.
Or was it, quote unquote, just this feeling of not being good enough?
Mm. Hmm. Uh,
You can just simply test it out, right? Because you have your whole battery of younger selves next to you. So you can ask them, what's worse? I'm not good enough and I'm not intelligent or I'm stupid.
mhm. Do I ask it out loud?
You can ask them, yeah, out loud.
Mhm. Um, is it that I am stupid or not good enough? Uh, it's not good enough.
Not good enough.
Not
Okay,
good
let me
enough.
stay with that.
Mm.
All right, notes and stay connected to me. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, because in a way, what happened, what seemed to have happened in your life is because there were a number of experiences when that was the message you received. At some point, a part of you was to be seen and then be judged as not good enough is so painful. I'd rather just not be seen at all,
Mhm.
right?
Mm.
So I'll disappear. Yeah.
Yeah, inside myself. Yeah. Mhm.
So I think it's time to get that room back integrated into the floor plan. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing I would like you to do in your mind is to turn to all your younger selves, however many there um,
Mhm.
surrounding you now,
Mhm.
and tell them, you know what? It's perfectly normal to feel like you're not good enough.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's part of being a human being. Yeah. What happens? Yeah. And take your time. There's no need to rush. Yeah. Yeah, it would have been really nice to have somebody tell you that, right? Just say it's normal.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. And now you can tell them we're going to have some fun with this, which
Mm.
is maybe the last assumption they have about this. Not good enough because it was so shitty. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
So tell them we have a room where it's amazing to be not good enough. And we're going to go into this room together.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
So open the door. What's possible in the not good enough room?
Mm. Yeah. Um, it's possible to be playful
Mhm.
and to try out things.
Yeah. So what would they be trying out? What is the stuff that they stopped doing because they were so afraid of the sentence?
Mm. Yeah, writing and trusting um, that they can try out things and
Yeah, tell me
stay
what they would
on.
try out. What
Yeah.
would they love to try out? Just select some things that you think, God, if I had
Um,
not been cut down by I'm not good enough, I would have done this and this and this.
yeah. Um, yeah, trying out to sing
Mhm.
um, and to dance and to paint.
Mhm.
um, and to uh, yeah, have um, invite others to fun things that you've never tried before.
Yes. Okay, so let's have a party. I want you to, and the older women that are here today would be amazing party guests, I have no doubt, right? And they would be so happy to be in this room with you, where, the first statement when you try anything is just to disclaim proudly, I'm just going to tell you I'm not good enough and it's awesome. So let's go.
That sounds like a, yeah, it sounds like it's gonna be a fun party to invite everybody to do and try something that they think or heard that they were not good enough, and just give
And
it
just do
a
it.
try and just do
Yeah.
it. And
And celebrate it regardless of the outcome.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
How does it now feel to say I'm not good enough?
It feels almost liberating.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not good enough.
Yeah. And so imagine you had a work project, and then somebody would go, I'm not sure if that's, and you feel this feeling coming up. And instead of retreating into yourself, like closing the eyes, going, la, 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 I'm not even here, to go, I know that's fascinating. Tell me more. What's not good enough about it? What else can we try?
Mhm.
Yeah, so that it's basically an invitation. Every not good enough is an invitation to play more.
Mm. Mm. And it's so funny because I think nobody ever from the outside said something like that to me in the last years. It's like my
That's
own
the
self.
other side of it, right? That a lot of this stuff from the past is
Yeah.
entirely in our head.
Yeah, and it's a censor in a way. It's like inner censorship that prevents us from
Yeah.
doing so many things, and really just be this curious child that was just like trying out so many things.
Mm.
Mm,
And what I've learned about you already is that you're an incredibly creative person, right? And it's part of the work now you do too, because what you need for that is your creativity. But it's nearly like it's throttled. It's not on full power because that criticism, the preventing of this feeling has always blanketed that somehow.
mm, yeah, yeah.
And now I want you to really, in your mind's eye, throw yourself with complete abandon into the I'm not good enough.
Mhm. Yeah, it's a nice feeling of like uh, throwing oneself in this experience of 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 failure, potential failure or potential whatever, or just fun of experience,
Yeah.
and having it tried out and learning so much in the process. And
And
I,
maybe even just having fun in the process too.
yes, exactly. Just having fun in the process
Yeah.
and discovering things about yourself or about hypotheses that you have towards certain topics
Mm.
in work or yeah, yeah.
Okay, beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Right, we're not quite done yet because
Ah,
I'm curious about
okay.
the adjacent room. What's what
Okay.
what is opposite of I'm not good enough? What's the other room?
Mm.
What's the thing that you've been trying to make people see about you? Because it was safer.
Mm. Um, I don't know if I have been trying to make people see something about myself, but I think what I have discovered in recent interactions where I was in this just like calm, non-expectant or non-performative space within myself, that the resonance of people of what I bring in the room or in the conversation, that it is so enriching and so juicy threads for others to build on.
Mhm.
um, yeah, that is kind of this kind of wealth that I bring that I can't communicate, or that doesn't fit into the small shaped boxes that other people have or that other ways work, but that it is a wealth and a resource and something for myself, but also to share with others. Mm.
Okay, and again, we'll try until we have the right statement. Yeah, but how
Mm.
about saying I'm wealthy and resourceful?
Mm. I'm wealthy and resourceful. I'm wealthy and resourceful. My heart starts pounding by wealthy. When I say wealthy, interesting. Mm. Resourceful feels quite grounded.
And wealthy is sort of exciting.
Yeah, almost like, huh? Could this be true? Mm. Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Or is there a better way for you to express the other side of I'm not good enough?
Um, s there comes something with power and powerful.
Mhm.
Um,
Saying it.
I am powerful and resourceful. Huh,
Mhm.
interesting. With
Interest-
powerful, there comes a sort of breathlessness,
Mhm.
like a oh.
So it's like you don't fully believe it yet.
I don't fully believe it yet, yeah. Hmm.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think there's something around this uh, um, the wealth of experience and the power of presence somehow.
Mhm. So try saying it again. I'm powerful and resourceful.
I'm powerful and resourceful.
Does that feel more pleasant or unpleasant to say it right now?
Mm, it feels more grounded.
So is that more pleasant or?
It's a good feeling. It's one that that feels not 100%
Mhm.
stable, but landing in a way.
Okay,
And
but a part of you already believes that, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Mhm. Just noticed your smile.
Yeah.
Yeah, so own that.
Mm.
And I'd love to give you sort of an addition to this sentence, because when we found something that sort of feels more positive in our system, what I also always look for is what is the condition I've attached to it,
Mm.
right? And just out of what you've shared with me, I want to give you two possible endings of the sentence, and you tell me which one resonates more
Mhm.
strongly.
Mhm.
Okay, the first one is I'm powerful and resourceful with and without being professional.
Mhm.
Okay, just notice that. The second one is I'm powerful and resourceful with and without being wealthy.
Mhm. Mhm. I noticed that the first sentence there was a uh, like in this end with this professional, like a surprise or a something that my rational mind cannot hold.
Yeah.
And the other one feels uh, almost like acceptable. um,
Then let's go with the first one because that's actually the first thing you offered up
mhm,
around the professional bit. So try
mhm,
saying that again. I'm powerful and resourceful, whether or not I'm professional.
mhm. Okay. Um, I'm powerful and resourceful, whether I'm professional or not. Mm,
And
mm.
I'm not good enough.
And I'm not good enough.
And that's great.
And that's great. Mhm,
So and just in your mind's eye, imagine that these are the two spaces now you have full access to, right? So on the one hand, knowing, oh, I can start everything with already knowing I'm not good enough, and I can celebrate that.
mhm,
And I actually am really powerful and resourceful. And sometimes I'm professional and sometimes I'm not.
mm. Yeah.
How does that change how you look at your next step?
Mm. Yeah, it um it feels liberatory and it feels just like really human. It makes me almost look at this other kind of like perfectionism or, like in something that is like non-human and unrealistic and just like as everybody is a beginner always, or in things that you've never done before.
Mhm. So is
And
this a good starting point to move forward?
that's a good starting point, yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Mm, thank you.